Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we've got a lot of news about the Nintendo Switch 2 and Pokémon Legends Z-A. This is insane because we've had the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, so we've got so much news to go through. So if you do enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get straight into it. Let's kick things off with the Nintendo Switch 2. So as I said, it's the Direct today, and a lot has been announced. I think it was about an hour long. I was in work, so I didn't catch it live, so I've watched it once I've come home now. And here is what we've got. The Nintendo Switch June will be available on June 5th, 2025. That is the worldwide release date. We did think it was going to be June. There were a few rumors going around about that time. I can't find anything official about any pre-order dates. But if there is anything different that I have missed, because like I said, I did have to skim through the trailer and everything, please let me know in the comments below so we can be informed. But June 5th, we will be getting Nintendo Switch 2, which is insane. It's so close. We're literally talking 2 months away, so I've got some saving to do. And we've actually got a price for the Nintendo Switch 2. So we're talking £395 if you're in Great Britain. American dollars, we're talking 499.99 cents, or 450 if you want to call it. And in Japanese yen, it's 49,980 Japanese yen. So these are the reported prices that we have got. These have come from press releases, not necessarily Nintendo themselves, but still relatively reputable sources are releasing that's the rough price we'll be getting the Nintendo Switch 2 for, which it's not an awful price. Compare it to the PlayStation 5, which was £500-600, and obviously it kind of knows it's not as good as them. It looks like a decent price, and we've got a little bit more information as well regarding the Switch today. I'm hyped. Okay, regarding Pokémon Legends Z-A, we had a new trailer today. You can kind of call it a trailer. There was no announcements, there was no dates, for example, that the game's going to be released, which I think is the only downside. But we had a new trailer, as you can see next to me right now. And I won't lie to you, the game looks good. Like, it's a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of the Pokémon Legends Z-A, because originally it was being made for the Switch 1, and it was meant to be released last year. But obviously with delays and stuff, that's why it's been pushed back to the Switch 2. But it's originally a Switch 1 game. But they've announced a Switch 2 edition, which is enhanced to 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. And it looks so good. I think graphics-wise, it just looks so smooth. I am very happy, but this is only a trailer, so take it with a pinch of salt. I just think it just looks a lot better than what we've had before. Obviously, it's still got that classic Pokemon feel to it, in the sense that it's not amazing, brilliant graphics, but it looks very good. And that Mega Evolution part where Ampharos gets done and turned into a Mega Ampharos, I think it looks great. I'm very happy, as you can probably tell. But the main thing is, obviously, we haven't got a release date yet, which is only making it a little bit more awkward now and a little bit more worrying, in a sense. Like, we're going to probably be talking now October, November time for this game to come out, which is a little bit gutting. But the main thing is, the game's looking a bit better. And if they're taking their time, I know I've had my complaints about the release dates, but if they're taking their time to make the game look as good as it looks in this trailer, the story is up there as well, I guess I'll have to accept it. It's better than nothing. I'll be happy as long as the game is good. But yeah, and the thing is, we probably won't get anything else now for a little while, because we've had, what, 3 trailers now roughly in the space of 5 weeks. Obviously going a whole year without anything, so they kind of have rectified, obviously, their little bit of silence. But if they want to release more, I'm more than happy. We did also have some other Pokemon news, which we will get into as well. So obviously with the Pokemon Legends Z-A news, we know it's going to be a Switch 2 enhanced version. It's going to be having improved graphics, and obviously, and I did mention before, if you have the Switch 1 version of the Pokemon Legends Z-A, which I don't know why you would, but if you did, for example, buy it on the Switch 1, and then get a Switch 2 later on, you can pay to upgrade the game. At the moment, the price is unknown, but you can pay to upgrade the game to those Switch 2 graphics. So it's not the end of the world, you just have to pay a little bit extra to get those good graphics, and with the way it looks, it might be worth it. Moving on to Scarlet and Violet, they have announced that there's going to be getting a free upgrade. So obviously that's a relatively older game now, but for the Switch 2 they will be getting a free upgrade to bump it up to the Switch 2 graphics, with some improvements on the Switch 2 as well, which that game needs. My lord, that game was rough for graphics, and if they can make that game playable, then that game could be a little bit more fun, because I didn't bother completing the Indigo Plateau in the end, because it was just a bit too rough. The graphics weren't great, so hopefully if they kind of bump that up for the Nintendo Switch 2, I can actually complete the Indigo Plateau, and that'll be my Pokemon content until the game comes out, at least anyways. The exact changes at the moment are exactly unknown. We don't have a definitive answer, but hopefully some graphic upgrades are on the horizon. And Central Leaks has also told us that we have some Pokemon Generation 10 news, and I might be dumb, but I don't remember this in the trailer at all. But like I said, I did have to skim through that trailer, so please let me know in the comments below if I'm dumb. But we will be getting Generation 10 as Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive, releasing next year, which in a sense kind of makes sense, to be fair. Obviously Scarlet and Violet was what, 2023 now, I want to say. Scarlet and Violet was 2022 potentially. So see, Scarlet and Violet, we're talking we're older games now, so like for 2026 anyways, we're talking about 4 years old, which I'm a bit surprised actually. We probably should get a remake before then. We don't know what's going to be coming out. We don't know if they're going to be doing black and white remakes at this point, but these are the news about the Nintendo Switch 2 Pokemon, apart from relatively big news, which I'll get to in a second. Now, to some more very big news, and a lot of people are going to be happy about this, and I'm happy about this, because I've never played these games. But Nintendo Switch 2 will be having Pokemon Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness on there. Now, these are some games that I've never played. Basically, the GameCube is having a port, and a lot of other games are going to be included, including a lot of Zelda games as well. But these are games that I've never played, and I bummed the hell out of the Colosseum music, so I feel like I should at least give it a go. But I'm very happy with this, and it's a lot of news, and for once, it's some decent news for Pokemon, and I understand, once again, we're not getting announcements for the dates that it's going to be released, Pokemon Legends Z-A, and we don't have an exact date for these ports to be released, but it's something, it's content, and that's all I care about. We've got stuff to do, and obviously after last year where we had literally nothing all year, it was rough. We had a few, obviously you had the TCG bloody phone game, with a bit of Pokemon Go content, but and a few Scarlet and Violet updates in the sense of like raids and stuff, but like nothing. But obviously now we've got Legends Z-A coming out, we've got Pokemon Champions coming out, we've got Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, we've got Colosseum coming back to the Nintendo Switch 2. We've got content, and maybe, just maybe, this channel won't die a horrible death. Who knows? And if you want to help me make sure it doesn't happen, make sure to like and subscribe. That's all we've got for today, so have a wonderful day, and goodbye.